Hey, what's up everybody? It's a little windy out here in my backyard, so I don't know if you can hear the wind or anything like that, but that's perfect for these tests. So we're going to be testing the Hollyland Lark M1, one of this microphone up against the MKE 200 from Sennheiser, and yeah, we'll see how they compare in this windy environment, and also just how they sound compared to each other. But yeah, right now you're hearing the Hollyland Lark M1, and so that was the intro, and so now let's go over and switch over to the MKE 200 and see how that is. So now I've switched over to the MKE 200 by Sennheiser. It's directly pointed at me. There's a little bit of a breeze. It has the dead cat surrounding it right now. But yeah, so I bought this microphone for $100, which is pretty good in my opinion, and it served me pretty well. I have a tripod unit that can rotate, so if I'm pointing the camera somewhere, I can flip the microphone back. However, that's part of the reason why I disliked this microphone, and part of the reason why I got a new one, because with the budget of this one, obviously you're sacrificing some things. So the rear audio of this microphone, you can barely hear yourself, but that's how good of a directional microphone it is. It picks up everything in front of the microphone, but ooh, strong wind. Not sure if you guys can hear that. But yeah, so picked up everything in front, didn't really pick up anything from behind, so that can't be a good thing or a bad thing. But there'd be times where I would just forget to flip the microphone. But yeah, so this is the sound test for that. The audio is set to 10 dB, plus 10 dB on the camera for both microphones. So this is what you're hearing right now. Hopefully the dead cat did his job from protecting against that gust of wind. But yeah, so I do like this microphone. And here's a test from the microphone from behind. So let me flip the microphone to the rear. This is me being close to the microphone, talking from behind. And this is me at a decent arm length away from the microphone, talking from behind. Not sure if you can hear me. And then here's me with the microphone flipped back towards me. So we'll see how that sounds. But yeah, hopefully your thoughts are becoming more clear. And so now let's switch back to the Hollyland Lark M1. Alright, so yep, here's the Hollyland Lark M1 with plus 10 dB coming from the camera. I am also using the medium setting on the microphone. The microphone comes with a low, medium, and high setting, so I'm just stuck in the middle. Because what I like to do when I edit is I normalize my audio, so it brings everything up and peaks at a certain level. So I like to peak mine at -9, -12. That's what I like to keep my audio between, is 12 and 9. So yeah, hopefully this sounds pretty good. It's a little windy right now. It's kind of, microphone's right here, so I don't know if that's too close to my voice. Let me know if it is, and let me know if it's protecting from this wind. I'll eventually be able to hear it when I'm editing, but right now, I can't hear anything. But yeah, I also bought the Hollyland Lark M1s for $134. They were on sale. I had a coupon, as well as during Black Friday, I saw them go down to $100. But yeah, I would recommend them. I have some cons with them. So with the MKE 200, the con was, I couldn't talk from behind the microphone. Didn't pick it up. But obviously that came with the $100 price point. You're not going to get that feature. With the Hollyland Lark M1s, you don't get to have a lavalier input mic. So if you wanted to keep the microphone in your pocket and speak with the wired mic, can't do that. You can't control your audio levels down to the T. It's only low, medium, or high. And as well as you can't just record audio off of the device. You have to plug it into your camera to get the audio. So those are the three things that I would say I dislike about the microphone, but for how cheap it was and for the quality and just for how convenient it is, I don't need to have those things. But you know, it's great if I could. So maybe later this year I'll upgrade to the DJI microphones, or wait until they make a second version perhaps. But yeah, you know what this mic beats over the DJI microphone is that the battery life is a lot longer. It's 8 hours, you know, per charge, and the case charges it twice, so you can get basically a full 24 hours of charge. But it does take like an hour and a half to charge the devices to full power. But you know, 8 hours, that's a long time. So if you're only using one mic at a time, then that's pretty good. But yeah, so let's switch back over to the MKE 200 and let's do a test. Okay, so I am talking into the MKE 200 right now, and there's a little bit of a gust of wind going through the porch. Hopefully the dead cat is protecting you guys from all those wind noises to the best of its ability. But yeah, this is how the MKE 200 sounds. With no audio editing, I'm just talking directly into the microphone. But yeah, so this is the sound quality of the MKE 200. If you guys want to hear how it sounds from behind the camera, or from behind the microphone actually, this is how it sounds. It probably does not sound very good. And so now I'm talking directly in front. As you can tell, there's a big difference. But yeah, and I'm not really talking loudly. This is my normal speaking voice. I don't speak very loudly. That's my biggest critique people say about me, and that I have for myself. I know I don't speak too loudly. Just, you know, for some reason I can't get comfortable with speaking loudly. I just speak with my normal voice. It can sound very monotone. It can sound very boring, but you know, I apologize for that. But yeah, this is the MKE 200 microphone test. Alright guys, so yeah, that was the microphone test between the two, the Hollyland Lark M1 and the MKE 200 from Sennheiser. You know, let me know how that sounded like. For me, I think they both sound very great. The MKE 200 sounds more light. It doesn't have too much bass. The Hollyland Lark M1 has more bass, but also, you know, it's right here under my mouth, right on my chest. So you're getting more of that direct voice coming from the whole, you know, trachea and everything. It's right there. The microphone, the MKE 200 microphone is, you know, directional, so you're speaking right in front of it. But I think those are the big difference between the two. Obviously, the Hollyland Lark M1, you can get a range of, so it says 200 meters. You know, I've tested it in a previous video of the range. I'm not sure how far you'll ever need to go from your camera, but the Hollyland Lark M1 does a pretty good job with distance. I just never ever need to go far away from my camera, since I'm a vlogger, so I'm always next to my camera for the most part. But yeah, so let me know what you think of the two. I thought the MKE 200 was pretty good, but it just got to the point where I was fed up with rotating the microphone back and forth, especially when I was doing things actively on our trips. But yeah, if you want to check out more samples of the MKE 200, all of my Florida vlogs, Disney, Universal, my earlier videos were all on the MKE 200. So please check those ones out if you want more samples of the MKE 200. But yeah, thanks for checking out this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next Cozy Experience. Peace.